Whoa, that is a great Lego creation, Truman.
When Flash goes in it.
Oh wow, it's like a it's like a stealth bomber.
No, it needs to be made in the Lego tent. So we're having finishing up the last half of our day. Still got a couple projects to get done. I can get done pretty quick. The campground shut off the power here. They're working on the power, so now we're basically boondocking.
It's like 90
in a campground. It's 90 degrees. It's really hot. We've got a neighbor watching, so Graham and Wrigley have been inside the whole day. Not fun. We decided tomorrow that we're just all gonna go out together. We don't really want to leave the campground just yet because we have some mail arriving here Friday. You know, you find a little ray of sunshine in every day, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm gonna find a ray of sunshine in right now? You wanna show everybody what I'm making?
Coffee.
Because this is a ray of sunshine for us. I'm making iced coffee, really awesome.
I know it's going
And
in.
Camden's gonna do this part. Ooh,
Oh, maybe we need more than that.
more than that?
Yeah.
I do it good.
Next to baby wipes, that's the best way to do coffee promo videos. Bennett,
Oh, it's
can you show me your creations that you did with the
Right
Matthew
with
C
the
blocks?
Oh.
Look at Frank Lloyd Wright inspired houses here.
Yeah.
Oh, this one kind of got.
This
is
one's
the
in ruins. This one's the ruins of a
ruins.
Greek city.
This one's ruined too.
This one's ruins too
What
over
happened?
here. And then here's another Frank Lloyd Wright inspired home. And what is this like?
Is that a garden?
Is this a garden? Or is
No,
it-
it's not a garden. It's a training camp.
Tonight we are having Taco Tuesday with our friends the Brewers, Mark and Rachel. And for my taco meat, I'm making a mixture of lentils. I've already picked through all of the lentils and taken out all the stones and so we just lost power, but it came back on, so we're good. So anyways, I picked through the lentils and I pulled out all the stones, and because sometimes they get little pebbles in them. Make sure you do that, because the other day I had some lentils at a restaurant or somewhere and I actually bit into a little rock because somebody did a bad job of cleaning the lentils. You always go through lentils. If you don't know this, this is important for cooking. If you're making lentils, you go through it on like a sheet pan and pull out all the little stones. So I already did that. I'm also gonna put some soy chorizo, which I normally get at Trader Joe's, but this time I found it at Aldi for cheaper. It was like $1.75 or something like that. It's really tasty. It's really awesome. We've had it with like a tofu scramble. So instead of eggs, I scramble up like an extra firm tofu with some turmeric and spices, and it's really, really yummy. So I'm gonna use that. My Instant Pot actually turned off too, so I have to get it going. So I've got some onions. Let me turn my light on. I've got some onions and garlic sauteing here in the Instant Pot. And now I'm going to add my chorizo. So we're gonna brown this up for a few minutes. Kind of let it get seared a little bit, because when you do that, when you let it get some brownness to it, it kind of intensifies the flavor. And I like this chorizo because it's spicy, but it's not too spicy. Hopefully by the time I add all the lentils and everything in, it will not be too spicy for the kids. Okay, so now my soy chorizo has gotten, you know, some little crusty bits in it. You can see in the bottom of the pan it's starting to develop some brownness, and so now we're going to put in the lentils. I'm I'm also going to add 2 packages of my favorite taco preparation. Even if you use ground beef, this stuff is so good. It's made by Frontera, and it's a taco skillet sauce with mild red chili and cumin. It contains fish, so our meal is not exactly meatless. It has fish sauce, which I don't mind. I love fish sauce. So like I said, I'm not like a strict vegetarian or anything, so a little fish sauce is not gonna hurt you, and it tastes amazing. And finally, 2 cups of water for each cup of lentils. So I have 2 cups of lentils. I'm going to use 4 cups of water. And give it a good stir. Get up all that brown bits off the bottom. Now we put on our lid. And we are going to turn it off because I had it on saute. And we're going to set manual, high pressure for 14 minutes. And then once the 14 minutes is up, we're going to let it count down on the warm setting to 10, and that's for a natural release. Make sure that your valve is closed, and so when it's done, or when it comes to pressure, this will come up. We'll let it release naturally for 10 minutes after the timer is up, and then we'll release whatever is left, which usually is not much, but it might be a little more with the lentils, so make sure you put a cloth over top of your vent, because otherwise lentils can be kind of foamy. So put a cloth over and release after 10 minutes. Alright, it's been 10 minutes past the finish. Towel up here and release what's left. Alright, now that the button is down, open, and there's still a little bit of liquid, just a tiny bit left in there, so I'm gonna leave the keep warm feature on for just a couple minutes while that reduces. But other than that, they should be done. I'm gonna try it. Oh, that is so good. So flavorful. That's gonna be perfect. So I'm sure many of you have noticed that we're eating a lot of vegetarian meals. And it's not necessarily because we're vegetarians, because today for lunch we had like rice bowls with veggies and chicken. So it's not necessarily that we're vegetarians, it's that, you know, I'm on this health journey. Many of you guys know I've just started my own channel. And it's not just for my health, but for my whole family's health. And so the reason we're limiting meat in our diet is because animal products actually create inflammation in the body, and it causes all kinds of diseases and disorders and things like that, especially a lot of the autoimmune things that people are dealing with these days, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, cancers and things like that are caused by inflammation in the body. And so the antidote for that inflammation that's caused by the animal products is actually fruits and vegetables. And so we're trying to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. So I think what I'm going to do right now is start incorporating meat into 1 meal per day, and the other 2 meals are going to be meatless. So for instance, tonight we're having tacos, but it's made with lentils and soy chorizo instead of ground beef. And then on Mondays we're going to do meatless Mondays. That's what we did yesterday. You probably noticed we didn't have any meat at all. We didn't have any meat for breakfast. So we're going to try to limit the animal products in our diet and kind of see what it does for our health. See if we benefit from it. I know that when I was sick, I had some sort of autoimmune thing going on that was attacking my body, and I had to go on a completely vegan diet, and I was on it for 6 weeks. And then after that, I went off of it and I continued with Juice Plus, just flooding my body with nutrients. And so I've been able to eat meat again, but early on in that journey, I couldn't eat meat. Anytime I ate meat or had any kind of dairy or anything like that, my symptoms would flare up and I'd be kind of back at square one. So I know for me, eating vegetables kind of changed my life, and I want to make sure that we're putting good stuff into our family's body because we need a lot of energy. We're raising 5 kids, and our boys have a lot of energy, so their bodies need to be super healthy. And so that's why I'm doing this. That's why we're having meatless tacos tonight, because we had meat with our lunch. And we'll try to just do as little as possible, because I think that meat does have some benefits, especially when you're just starting out. Living a healthy lifestyle and living plant-based, you don't really know all of the necessary things that you need in a vegetarian diet to be healthy. And so while I'm learning, while I'm starting out this journey, I'm still going to include meat once a day. It'll probably be a small amount, and we'll let you know as we learn different things that we're changing about our diet. But for now, that's what we're doing. Meat once a day, no meat on Mondays.
Okay guys, so it's time for our believer bump, and I have something to admit. I lost some footage last night. I did something that I made fun of Siobhán for doing it all the time, and now I did it, so I guess it's payback. But I went and did the believer bump with the Brewer family last night, and it was a lot of fun. But I must have hit the off button on the record when I filmed it, and then hit the record button when I wanted to end it, so it was backwards. I wanted to finish today with the believer bump. It's morning, and we're getting ready to leave for the day. We're going down to San Diego. But our believer bump today is from Gene Barnes. Thank you for everything you do. You are truly amazing and such an inspiration for the rest of us. Keep up the good work and stay safe. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate it. You're our believer bump for today. Thank you so much for believing in us, believing with us, for all of you guys, for believing that we all can make the world a better place. You know, and I just have to say that as far as the stuff went on yesterday with Siobhán, we're all good now. She's good. We've been praying for the lady, and I went and talked to her myself. We had a good conversation. We smoothed things out. I want to encourage you guys and say, if you're ever faced with a confrontational moment, do whatever you can to calm the situation down. You win every single time if you choose to take it on the chin sometimes, and know that you can win by kindness and love. If we make one decision to do something great in God's name today, in the name of Jesus, and do something for Him, I look forward to seeing that inspirational spark grow in your life, in your church, in your marriage, in your kids. Hopefully we can be an inspiration in that. So, once again, thank you guys for giving us a thumbs up, for subscribing. If you'd like to be featured on the Believer Bump, hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button and leave us a comment right away, and we'll get you on the Believer Bump. And we're excited to have you a part of the journey with us as well. Don't forget, guys, to share our videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, or on YouTube, and let people know about what we're doing. We're grateful to be able to continue to tell our story. We're always looking for more booking dates as we're heading up into Northern California and up into Oregon and Washington. And don't forget, our newsletter comes out soon. And I will let you guys go for today. And remember, we can make the world better. I believe we can. Bye, guys.